Hi. Today I'm gonna hike up Bukit Lanjan, the West Hill. So let's go. I'm here in Ritz Perdana, or that's a landmark. And I took a T810 from Mutiara Damansara station, and you can catch it to Ritz Perdana. Yeah, so what I'm doing is heading down to Raffles here, which hopefully is the start of the purple trail that I'm gonna take up to Bukit Lanjan. So this is where I am, as you can see, and then beside it there's some sort of a drain, but if you look in the drain there are fishes, and I believe this is a drain because, you know, it's just coming down. Where do the fishes come from? I mean, where? This is like on the top of a hill, and in this small pool there are fishes. So I'm just intrigued, you know, it's crazy. Isn't this crazy? This whole building's supported by all these steel supports. I don't know. I guess they have a lot of faith in their engineering and the materials used. Lovely walk. It's very cool under these trees. I think it's going to rain too. So hopefully I can hike the hill and get back before it starts raining. So it's getting a lot greener. So I've just turned into the road that leads to Raffles here. So these steps, which can be mistaken for steps, is actually some sort of a drain, and I guess you could use them as steps to see where it leads to, but I'm thinking that when it rains, this is the drainage system. This is very nice and thoughtful. Since I mentioned the drain, I've seen two others which were similar to the first one I showed you, and then there's another one there. So there's a lot of water just running off Bukit Lanjan, which is channeled into drains. I guess it's to help in channeling the water, of course, and to prevent landslides and for it to cause any trouble further down the hill, because we don't want this place definitely to get waterlogged. So I've arrived at the peak of where Raffles here is, how hard to pronounce the thing. And I've been told that those gates are where I enter, and it says private property, enter at your own risk. I wonder what they mean by that. Do they mean it's open to the public even though it's private? Or be careful if you get arrested and stopped, it's at your own risk? But apparently this is the way you go to it says private property, no trespassing. Okay, so this is going uphill, and I like it because it's not slippery. I mean, there will be a time when I think I'll have to get onto the jungle trail, but not quite at the moment. We shall see. What's this? Is this a path? This looks like a trail. Maybe I can ask. I asked the guy behind me and he totally didn't understand me. I think he doesn't understand Malay at all. Or maybe he doesn't understand my Malay. But he just looked at me, said, don't know, shook his head. There was a trail there. I don't know if that's part of it, but... Okay, I just asked somebody and he says this leads up to the peak. So I'm just following this trail. And as long as it's going up, I don't think it's a bad thing. So it's not quite a jungle trail that I was expecting, but maybe eventually I'll come to one. But if not, We have a road leading up. It's all being developed by the looks of it, or this is where the workers stay at the moment. Whether or not it will turn into a development, I don't know. Those trees there look like acacia trees. They look like a whole grove of it. Wow. I'm sort of glad that I don't have to be trudging up that steep incline to get to where I am now. I guess this is a circuitous way, but sure is a lot easier. It's gonna rain, but that's okay. In my backpack, my day pack, I have an umbrella. A bit busted, not so trustworthy. It's only like served me well on a few occasions, and then it sort of busted itself. Cheap metal, obviously made in China, I'm just guessing, where the workmanship is great, but the materials they use usually crap. This place is called Acacia Grove. Well, really, I just made up that name, so don't listen to me, really. So I think we're coming up to the Puncak, which is the summit of Bukit Lanjan. And there is sort of a trail here, so I think I will follow that later on the way back. But I guess this is one of the places that people hike to. I'm thinking. Okay, so there it says private property, strictly no trespassing. And we shall see. But this is the end of it anyway. Looks like there's another trail there. Okay, so I think it just leads back down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this one, because in some of the hiking videos and photos I've seen this power pylons. So it's part of the trail, I'm sure. The kind of trail that perhaps I could have taken, but I didn't. Okay, so it's coming up to some kind of viewpoint. And I guess I'm hiking up Bukit Lanjan, but not really using the trails, but the road. But never mind, we've hit the trail now, so a city view. Okay, it goes a bit higher. Alright, it's not too bad, it's pretty cool in the sense of it's temperature-wise cool. This is R&R, Sunset Boulevard. Maybe this is where you can get photos of the sunset in the evenings. Yeah, it says Sunset Boulevard, Damansara Perdana, 1,132 feet. Hi friends, let us appreciate this community who have tirelessly pioneered and maintained these beautiful trails on Bukit Lanjan. They have for what we now enjoy. We thank them and pledge to keep the trails and rest area clean. Okay, so it says danger, high voltage. And I think it's 575, well, 132 volt. So I don't think you want to mess with that. So I think that would lead to severe death, severe injuries, and or death. So across the motorway is I think Damansara Perdana, and also leads to Kota Damansara. This is a trail that I could have taken possibly from that way. It's starting to drizzle now, so maybe I better get my umbrella out and prepare for the rain. Yep, this is the 1.2 kg or 1.1 kg camera that I lug about because it's a great camera. It's not a mirrorless camera, it's a SLR, but it's very reliable. It's never failed me, and the shots are, the photos you get from it are really high res and really good as well. They have something about it. Using a 24mm lens. Anyway, that's it. So it says this is where I am. This is the motorway over there. I came up this way, this whole thing, right from here all the way there, and now I'm just trying to find out the best way to go back. I mean, there's one thing over there which says hard rock, which sounds pretty interesting, but I don't know about all these trails. I mean, you know, there's an Indian temple, Sunway Rim the Hills. I think this is Desa Tumwan, but I don't want to go back all the way that way because it seems like a long ass way of coming here. So I think maybe I should take this way back. Yeah, that seems to be a good way back. How I get there, I don't know, because I'm over here, and if that's that way, I want to take a right somewhere. I wonder. So I spent a bit of time trying to decide which way to go, either this way or this way, and I'm going to go this way because it seems to sort of, there are quite a few trails, and I took a photo of it, but there's a place that here which sounds interesting to me. It says The Rock or something like that, and I want to see what it's all about. So I see several other trails there. It's quite a steep trail, and of course I'm not wearing hiking boots or anything, or hiking shoes. It doesn't help, does it? If it rained, it could be slippery. There's a rope here, I guess, to help people. Let's see if it's secure. Yes, it's secure. Okay, good. Like I say, every bit of help is welcome. So I guess this is one trail. That's another trail down there. So quite a few trails. Oh, this one looks interesting. I think what I got to do is tie my shoelaces properly and make it tighter. Okay, so I don't think that's a trail. If it is, it's overgrown. So it's going back this way. Whoa! I think this is the first time I'm actually walking under a pylon, and we know the effects of electricity on people's health. Alright, so it's twisting down this way. Okay, but before that I have to tie my shoelaces. Wow, it's curving round again. Not quite what I was expecting, but it's a trail, so I'm going to follow it. I mean, I had a look at all the trails there. It was totally confusing anyway. The funny thing is that I'm the only person here. So, and it's a Saturday. So I guess this is not a very popular trail because there's nobody here. It's a Saturday, or maybe they started at 7 o'clock in the morning. They weren't as lazy, or not lazy. I wasn't lazy today. I did a lot of research to try to find out about this place. But I guess they were a lot smarter as to avoid midday sun, although there's not very much of the midday sun at the moment. It's pretty cool, so I guess I'm lucky. But I guess they started early, 7 o'clock maybe. So maybe they've all gone back now and having lunch, because it is already about 1 o'clock. So I'm all here on my Todd. I guess you know, it would have been nice if I could, if I actually could have taken a trail up to the summit, but I couldn't get any information. And I guess if I'm serious about the trails, then I ought to download the apps and pay for subscription, like Komoot or All Trails and stuff like that, because I think that would make life a lot easier. Look at all this. What's this? Wire. Wonder what's that's all about. Interesting. Don't know. Maybe it's this wire buried. And I think this is what they call the rock, because it's a rock. Okay, so it's no mistaking, it's a rock. And I think this is what they mean by that. Okay, so this is a rock, and I think you can go back that way or go down this path. Is there a path here? Well, I don't know. Doesn't look very much of a path. Let's investigate. Nope, I think it ends here. Maybe it could go down that way or double back. This is not, this is off the beaten path, that's for sure. Maybe it leads, let's just investigate, huh? I don't want to be stepping in water and stuff. Okay, well, this is a trail. Okay, let me consult the I consulted the map, but I'm none the wiser. So I think now that I'm here, I'm gonna follow this trail. It looks as though it's more off the beaten track, because it's not that beaten, but we'll see where it leads, okay? Because that leads back on itself. And I don't know if I want to go that way. I think this way might be the better way, but I don't know. Yow! Okay, that's what I don't want to do. I don't want to be stepping in some puddle, because the last thing I want is my shoes to get wet. What's this? Okay, it looks as though it just leads down that way. I don't know if I want to go this way, because I think oh, maybe I do. I don't know. Where the hell am I? So I just heard some thunder, and I'm doubling back on myself, because when I checked Google Maps, it showed that it was leading away from where I want to go to. So I don't want to do that, because it's threatening to rain as predicted, or as forecast by the weather forecast. It was supposed to start raining at about 12, I think, but usually you can give it a few hours before it actually does happen. So we're back at the rock. Okay, yay. Phew. Shit, I heard thunder again, and it's getting a bit louder. and I don't really want to be under these pylons because it seems to be not the right place to be when lightning strikes. It also seems to be a very likely place that it would strike because it seems to be the highest point. So but the thing is that the thunder is getting louder, which means obviously it's coming in my direction. So let's just get out of here ASAP, or at least from underneath the pylons. Crazy. Let's go. Wow, look. Phew, nice. We're heading into the jungle. Okay, well, feel a bit safer not being so exposed to the elements, and in this case I mean the lightning. I guess I had to be unusually unlucky if lightning actually did find me under all this cover and beyond the pylons. And funnily enough, the sun is shining, so as much as it is threatening to rain in other parts of PJ, the sun is shining. I mean, you must be wondering why I don't get hiking boots and stuff. But I think in the past I've had hiking boots when I went to Nepal, and I did some hiking in Nepal, and I bought some hiking boots there. But ever since I haven't really bought any. I mean, I have had sneakers or running shoes, and that had a soft top, and so it sort of rubbed against the my big toe, where the nail was, the big toenail was, and it caused a big swelling, and the toenail dropped off. So ever since then I've been using a bit of a harder cap so that it doesn't touch the big toenail, and therefore stop it from happening again. Although I am still treating the toenail, because the toenail takes ages to grow back, and it's been almost 2 years now and it still hasn't entirely grown back. And I think it's growing back, but I'm supposed to have an appointment at University Hospital in October to have a look at it. They might have to take the whole thing out, do surgery on it. But I don't know if that's necessary, but I will certainly go there for an opinion, or a second opinion, on what I think was wrong diagnosis from Sungai Buloh Hospital. But we have to see. Wow, this is a nice jungle trail, or a nice trail. I wonder what this is called. Which one? So the sun's gone now, and it's more clouds, which I think means I better get to move on. Okay, this is a bit difficult to walk on because it's like uneven, and it's pebbles. I wonder if they actually put it here. I don't think so. I don't think it would work that hard and carry all the pebbles up, would they? Okay, so this splits again. What's that? Well, I'm going down. I don't think I want to take that. Yeah, I think I prefer going down this way. I think it's going to lead me to off the hill. I mean, we've already hit the main point of the hill. I mean, look at those trees, they're beautiful. I mean, I have to check out that path, you know. My curiosity doesn't allow me to not check it out, at least, even if I don't take it. So, where does this lead to? Okay, it leads up. What a lovely, lovely trail. And this also leads down. So, but I like this, makes a change, a bit of a change. There's loads of trees here, look at that, beautiful. Look, durians, my goodness. Gee whiz, look at those little durians. I was wondering, I said, are these durian trees? And there we go. So, my gosh, durian tree. Ha ha ha. You know where to come if you want some durians during the durian season. There's a tiny tree and there are quite a few durians hanging off it. And even this tree that I'm standing under is a durian tree. I can see some fruit up there. And I kid you not, because, oops, I spotted this. Look. Does this remind you of anything? Tiny and thorny. I wonder if there's anything in there. But look, it's littered everywhere. My goodness. Wow, so this whole thing's like durian trees. Amazing, huh? I mean, can you imagine? I was going to walk down that way and then I just took this side and hey presto. My the biggest thrill I can get to see durians and trees. I mean, I don't know if I mentioned it before, but I love durians. I'm not so much a fan of Musang King really. I prefer red prawn, udang merah, and I don't know, some other kampong durians that I've tasted. Musang King, okay, I mean it's not too bad, but I think I have other things that I prefer. And this, I think I'm looking for fruit. Wow, isn't that amazing? Bukit Lanjan has durian trees, wild durians, kampong durians. Well, it's not actually kampong. And if you don't know the story about Bukit Lanjan, Lanjan is, there's another durian tree over there. Lanjan is a Temuan word for scratch, and they've called this Bukit Lanjan because apparently they, at the base of the hill, this hill, they saw a tiger scratching a rock. And so Lanjan is scratch, so they called it Bukit Lanjan. And they used to live here before they were displaced. But yeah, there's some durian trees here too. I was taking some photos and then I looked down at my legs and there were like loads of mosquitoes just swarming about. Okay, so which way do I go? Do I go this way? There's another trail over there which looks quite interesting because it leads through more trees. This one I think leads out because it looks as though that's the end of it, and I can see something. So I'm going to go down the other way. I'm just going to use my nose. I think it's always a better thing to use my nose when I'm undecided. So I think it goes down. Yeah, I think it goes down this way. But as you know me, I like to follow the trail of the trees. Trail of the trees, and it looks as though somebody's down there. There's a hut. This one looks like some sort of fruit tree. I don't know what it is, but there's something hanging from there. Yeah, look at that. What is it? Looks like quinine or something like that. And I believe that some of these are still durian trees. But let me get out into a clearing because I'm being eaten alive by mosquitoes. So I don't know where this leads to, but let me see. It's a bit slippery. What a thrill. I mean, there's nothing more I love than seeing durians on durian trees or durians on trees. Where else would a durian be on if it was not a durian tree? Okay, so I think that's the path that I didn't take just now. But it doesn't matter. Look at that. Okay, so where this is leading to, I don't know. We'll just have to see. Might not lead to where I want to go, but hey, we'll just have to see where we end up, huh? I mean, of course, yeah, look at that. Those are durians hanging on there because there are durians down here. So wow, I guess if you want durians, then come here during the season, which I think is the November, and wear a hard hat because you don't want any falling on you, that's for sure. So all these must be durian trees. Wow, what a discovery, huh? I mean, I'm sure a lot of people know about it. So when I come here on the 11th month of November, I'll see hordes of people here just waiting under the trees and waiting for the durians to fall. Because as you know, it's not ripe if it doesn't fall. And you can't really eat it until it ripens on the tree. And when it ripens on the tree, it falls. But from such a height, I guess they would split and crack. So you'd have to be, so that's why they're usually tied up. Okay, so I'm heading back down. I think that's Desa Tumwan over there. Oh shit, don't fall. That's the Tumwan village. Amazing, huh? So I want to head down there before it starts raining. You can see dark grey clouds starting to gather and you can hear the thunder. So I think it's raining over there already. Totally amazing. I think I hear some rain actually. Maybe I should try to get my umbrella out. It's either the sound of running water or the sound of rain or maybe the leaves. But whatever the case, the wind is picking up. And I think I must come back and do this trail again because obviously I want the durians. I wonder if they'll have Kampong Durian season. I mean, of course, it'd be nice to... what I'll do is probably go back to that guy I met up with on my trip to Sungai Penchala and see if he knows anybody who can sell me some Kampong durians, because I like Kampong durians. I can do this. I can get there. I can do it. Don't doubt yourself. Ever. You know, it doesn't matter whether you doubt yourself or don't doubt yourself. I mean, if you're going to fail, you're going to fail, so you might as well not doubt yourself, because if you're going to fail, then you can fail without doubting yourself. I mean, if you doubt yourself, whoa! I think that says shut up. Well, that was a bit of a trip, literally. Okay, I don't want to be under here. Definitely not. Neither do you, birdies. Let's go. It has suddenly gotten very dark, I can tell you that. It's a race against time. I don't mind not getting back when it starts raining, but I'd like to be under some kind of shelter. I think that would be a good plan. So I think, what do I think about the Lanjan Trail? I think it's lovely. I didn't expect it to be as interesting as it has been so far, because I don't know, I just looked at it and I thought, oh, pylons and stuff. But it's been interesting, especially, you know, under the Durian trees. I am Malaysian, and Malaysians love durian. What can I say? That's something I'm gonna try to see if my son actually likes durian. I'm not telling him anything about it, because I don't want to have any preconceived ideas about what it's like and stuff, because, you know, having preconceived ideas and things like that always really alters your experience of it. There's a lake down there, but I don't think I want to go down there. I think I just want to take this trail right down there and then cut off over there. I mean, there's another trail that leads this way as well. Maybe that's another option, but I think I'll take the beaten path, because I don't want any surprises and I don't want to be delayed, because it's going to start pouring like no. Okay, so the GoPro keeps cutting out. You know, it's GoPro, I don't know why it's so unreliable. It's maybe time for me to change. I don't think I need anything that expensive. I think maybe like an Osmo 3 or something like that. That might do the trick. What's this? Look at that. Wow. Okay, this is another rest spot. They've really gone through some trouble to bring all these things up. It's nice though. It's a good thing. Okay, I think they're gonna head on. But in the meantime, let me get out of here. It's another bit over there. Okay, let's get out of here, okay? I can already feel a few drops. This is not unfamiliar. It seems as though I've been here before. Maybe in my dreams, or I don't know. But it doesn't seem totally unfamiliar. You know, it's really weird. It's, I think, the weather as it is now, this kind of a feel, it's not entirely hot. And just being where I am with, especially those things that I just saw just now, the furniture and stuff, it's just made me feel as though I've been here before. You know, I mean, the feeling is that I get, or I'm guessing is, or I got just now, because it's slowly dissipating, is that I've been here before, and it isn't Malaysia. This is the pink trail. Keep the trails clean. Wow, look at this one. There's another trail up there. So there are many trails. I'm going to have to come back, and maybe with the commute or all trails or something. Okay, it's starting to spit now. I think it's going to come down in earnest in a bit, and if it does, I'm going to have to stop filming, because unfortunately the GoPro is not waterproof anymore. I lost the door to it, and I can't use the door anyway if I'm using a power bank to power it. And as you know, I've tried to use it with batteries, and the batteries just don't work. I mean, they just keep cutting off even more. It freezes. So much trouble with the batteries, the GoPro, and so I think it's time to change as well. You know, like I say, sorry GoPro. Okay, where's this? Okay, that leads somewhere, but I want to go down here because I know that that's where I want to go to get back home. So wow, okay, amazing. Back in civilization, which is not too far away from the wilderness. The wilderness of Dusun, Durians, and confusing trails. No, it's not that confusing. I was a bit confused. So, okay, now I'm confused. How do I get out of here? I want to go over there, and of course, because if you don't have a viewpoint, it's very hard to see exactly where you are. But at least I know there's some shelter there if I really need it. Desa Tumwan's over there. I think I can cut across down towards it. The place exactly where I don't want to be. Okay, it's starting to rain, so I think I'm going to have to take some shelter. And I think this is the temple. I'm not too sure what temple this is, but it's a temple. So what else is there for me to do but to wait it out? Well, I'm glad I've got some shelter. Wouldn't it be nice under the umbrella? So the ascent to Bukit Lanjan wasn't all that exciting, huh? So I guess this video has got to be more about the descent from Bukit Lanjan, or the Viewpoint. I can't even remember what the viewpoint's called now. Man, gee whiz. But I think it's sort of clearing up now, hopefully. So I can see the clouds, the darker clouds moving that way, the grey clouds. So give it a few more minutes, make sure it's done its thing, and then I'm gonna head on down that way. Let's check Google Maps. Okay, so it stopped. It's not as heavy, it's still spitting a bit, but it stopped. So I'm gonna take the opportunity to get out of here. This is like a lime grove. It's all lime trees. There's some doggies over there, so I'm cutting across here to try to get to Desa Tumwan, and I can see that there's a path here. So I think it's going to lead me to where I want to go, which is Desa Tumwan. Watch it, because it's slippery now. Okay, I might be coming out of somebody's back garden, but that's okay. Uh-oh. Somebody's house, more like it. So how do I get out of here? Alright. How do I get out of here? Follow the path. Yep, okay, this looks as though it's going down. Careful, it's slippery, it's wet. Yeah, good, okay. I think I might have to go past somebody's house, but I hope they don't mind. Because I think they might have doggies here. Okay, let's go another way. I don't want to go traipse through, and I think I might be attacked by doggies that way. Look at this. What have I done? Okay, let's find another way out. Looks as though I'm going to have to get past those doggies to get out of here. But I guess if I do, I've tried that way and I can't get across. So I guess if I want to go, I have to brave the doggies. I will get some stones just in case, but I don't expect any trouble from them. Okay, maybe a branch or something, just in case, but I don't want any trouble. I just want to get out of here. Okay, they're a bit scared, so that's all right. Okay, they're all right. I guess just to get out of here. Halo, boleh keluar dari sini? Terima kasih. Wow. Wow, over there is some sort of site as well. It must be a different way of going. You okay? Those are Tumwan houses. That's the Desa Tumwan over there. Yeah, Desa Tumwan over there. I mean, I don't want to walk through the houses. Maybe there's a way out this way. Yes! I think it's walking through it. Yeah, this house is the Tumwan house. And it doesn't look as though it's used. I think it's probably empty, but it looks as though some people have used this place as a way to get to the trails. So there we go. I think maybe somebody lives in there, the cars here. Alright, so here we go, Desa Tumwan. So if you don't know about Desa Tumwan, this is where the Tumwan tribe was displaced to. So anyway, I'm going to head back now. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thanks for watching. Take care. Bye bye.